Overcoming the fear of being seen is one of the hardest things to do, and not just in posting content, but every part of our life. And I want to show you why. So this is Bob, and Bob and I are going to break it down. This is Bob, and this blue circle is Bob's energy field. Inside his energy field are his thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and experiences that are creating his external reality. Today, we're going to look at the different masks that Bob wears, what likely caused it in his internal energy field, and how it's affecting his ability to be seen. The first mask we have is the people pleaser. This is usually developed in early childhood where love and safety felt conditional, often conditional on compliance. So you usually carry the abandonment wounds, rejection wounds, unworthiness, shame, and guilt. And when you're wearing this mask, you typically show up in a way where you say yes to everything, you avoid conflict, you don't want to upset anyone, and you typically are prioritizing others' needs before your own. With this mask, not only is it difficult to speak your needs or even say no, when it comes to visibility, it's hard for you to speak your truth. It's hard to have a unique opinion or a point of view, and difficult for you to even see your own magic because you become a reflection of what people want from you versus a projection of who you actually are. Next, we have the chameleon mask. This is a mask that is usually created out of a childhood where you needed to blend in order to avoid conflict. So you might often find that you compartmentalize your life. You're a different person at work versus with your family versus with your friends. Maybe you shapeshift among friend groups. This is born out of a feeling of not being enough. You're extremely repressed, a lot of humiliation imprints in childhood, and a fear of exclusion. You can also fear rejection and carry unworthiness wounds. When you have this chameleon mask on, it makes it really difficult to be visible because you don't have your own identity. And often you'll find yourself doing like copycat content because you're looking to fit in. So if you want to be a spiritual creator, you're going to look to see what other creators are doing and try to do that. And then often you can find yourself in analysis paralysis because if you don't know how to blend in or you're not sure how to shapeshift yourself to be perceived the way you want to, you may just not take action at all. Next, we have the perfectionist. And this is usually born from a childhood where mistakes were either punished or maybe success is all that received praise. And you can see how it began to add to all the different emotions. And then we added some new ones, feeling unlovable, having a fear of failure, but also a fear of success, a fear of being seen, but also a fear of not being seen, and anger. When you're wearing the perfectionist mask, often it's hard for you to do anything without validation and proof. So you're afraid to stake your claim, to speak a bold truth, to make a statement because what if it's wrong? You often water down your message and anything that you're trying to create because of fear of being wrong or criticized. And you end up focusing on creating a perception and how you want to be perceived versus who you truly are and what you're here to share. I'm going to continue revealing all of the different masks that you might be wearing, and then I'm going to break each one down to show you how to heal what's causing these different masks. So let me know which mask you are resonating with so I know where to start.